Alright, so you have no friends, but you want to make friends. It's the age-old question that everyone has struggled from, at least at some point in their life, I think, except for the popular kids. Yeah, popular kids never really need to struggle with this, I find. But for the vast majority of people, we've all struggled with being in new situations that have prevented us from making new friends. Here's how you can make new friends, though, even in the most stressful of situations. It's simple, but you have to seem genuinely interested in other people. And before you click off, I'm not just saying listen to people to just say that's cool or that's interesting. You have to genuinely seem that you genuinely care about what's going on in this person's life. So say I'm a coworker of yours that's talking about the crazy thing that has happened to me in the parking lot. So I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, before I got to work today, I was in the parking lot at Starbucks and I spilled all of my iced latte mocha on top of my clothing. And I was just so distraught that I drove all the way back home so I could change into clothing, because I wasn't going to work with that iced latte all over me. The average person may look at this and respond like, oh, it's pretty wild, or oh, it's pretty interesting. And I've been guilty of this myself too, but if you really want them to like you have to be really interested in this. You have to act like you really care about that iced latte that was poured all over their clothing. A good tip to do this is by rephrasing the question like in an emotional way. So be like, an iced latte, and be like, you drove all the way back home? So act like what they're saying is crazy and you just can't believe what they're saying. And so that'll make them want to talk about it more and make them feel like you've heard what they've had to say, and they will feel like you're interested in them, and they will also possibly want to be interested in you as well. Sometimes you meet people who don't really have any interest for anyone besides themselves, but for the vast majority of people who do have social skills, they will be interested in you as well as a result. You have to act like you heard what they said and show it by rephrasing what they said or adding some kind of emotional twist to it and putting it in your own words. I actually currently work part-time at a Chick-fil-A restaurant. And one big thing everyone does at Chick-fil-A is they always repeat back the orders after the customer gives it to them. And when you do that, it makes people feel so good because it shows that you've actively been listening to everything they've had to say. And you can even rephrase it in your own words because you understood it that well. And this is the same thing you have to do with other people as well. Use the Chick-fil-A tactic. Repeat what they've said back to them and act really interested in it. Now, there are of course many ways to make new friends with people and make people like you. If you want to hear some more powerful strategies, we have a video just on that as well.